Alright, so just a little while ago we inspected our hive from Kiwani, the one that made it through the winter. Now we're going to go into our hive of Golden West. We installed them on, I believe, the 15th of April. So I should go in there and do a mite check for them also. But we're starting to get some pretty good clouds here. Rain is on the way. So I just want to get in here and do a quick inspection, make sure I don't find any queen cells or anything like that, and then button them back up. Give them a little smoke. So the Golden West, they have exploded their hive population. For sure doubled, if not tripled. They look amazing in there. We got a lot of rain last night, so it's a little swampy over here on this side of the bee yard. Just gonna have to deal with it and kind of walk through it. So they haven't even really touched this frame. Got a couple bees on there checking it out. Hopefully they'll start moving over there and start drawing out some comb on that one. Golden West, like I said last video, we kind of just got them on a whim. There's some extra bees that they had over at Hanson Honey, so we ended up ordering them. It's supposed to be a little more resilient to the mites, extra gentle. I probably don't need my bee suit on, but I already had it on for when I was doing my mite inspection on the other hive, so I just didn't bother taking it off. So our first two frames I pulled out, we got really nothing going on. It looks like we might have a little comb getting drawn out here. Alright, well here we got some fresh comb. That's looking really nice. They don't have it completely fully drawn out, but they're getting there. On the other side they're doing the same. They're starting at the top, working their way down. Everything looks pretty good. I don't see any eggs or anything, it just looks like some resources that they're storing in here. Pollen, nectar. Sugar water probably, but we'll call it nectar. I took the sugar water away last week. And we'll just set them back in the hive, just in case the queen might be on there. Well, that frame's a lot heavier. They're just starting to cap some resources in the upper left hand, my upper left, your right. Cap brood, we got some open cells with some larvae. Probably just getting ready to cap them. They look nice and plump in there. They're starting to do the same thing over here. Got some resources around the outside. A lot of eggs. Kind of giving a nice check for the queen.
Right there.
Oh, look at that. Jenny has a good eye for the queen. She found them both here on this inspection. Awesome. So she's definitely doing what we want her to do. Everything looks really nice in there. Our brood pattern, it looks pretty good so far. I bet you as we get deeper in there, it's going to look even better. So queen over here, so she doesn't go on any of these other frames we're looking at. And right now I'm kind of looking for some weird comb. Make sure we don't have any queen cells. I think it's a little early for us to have a swarm yet, but who knows. Kiwani Hive, that was the one we overwintered. I don't know what breed the bees are, so I just call it the Kiwani Hive. We found some, looked like they were starting to build some queen cells, practice them. I didn't find any eggs or anything inside of them, but I still smushed them. There we go. Some nice brood pattern there. The other side is way better. Just solid brood, look at that. A couple drone cells that I see, not very many. Just see it looks like 2 of them in there. Very nice. So we did a mite check on the Kiwani Hive. We found 0 mites. Went through, rinsed them 3 times, made sure there was none in there. We were looking amazing. 0. Did a double count to see how many bees that we actually did on the test. It turned out to be 210 bees roughly. We were shooting for 300, but we could still do the math. Obviously no mites on there. That's showing us a 0 mite load. Those bees I only treated once last year, and that was in early winter. I gave them a treatment of, I can't think of how to pronounce it, but it's a type of acid that you vaporize in the bottom of the hive. I gave that to them because the 2 hives that we had that we lost were infested in mites. Unfortunately, I did not do my job last year. I thought we could just let them be, and they would take care of themselves, but it turned out that our mites got out of control, introduced some viruses, and killed off 2 of our hives. This hive we got late in August. We rescued it out of my aunt's, and sorry, not this hive, the Kiwani Hive. We got late out of Kiwani in August and brought it to the bee yard. They had plenty of interaction with the other bees. They were robbing them, so I was worried that we would have mites on them. So I went ahead and just treated them without doing a mite check in the winter. I didn't want to sacrifice any of my winter bees. So, doing really good. We're going to go ahead and check a couple more frames here, and we're going to button this one back up. The Golden West look good. I'll probably wait a little longer before we do our mite check on them, just because of the way the weather is. Not to say that we're not going to do it. We're going to do it on all of our hives about every 30 days roughly. So this hive, like I said, was either the 14th or 16th of April that we installed it. I can't quite remember. It's on the calendar. Alright, so very good brood pattern. This frame has brood solid basically on both sides. Very, very happy. They are being very gentle. I definitely could be in here without a veil or anything. Not scared of these bees whatsoever. Somebody did make a post on a comment on one of my videos where I wasn't wearing my veil, and we were in the carnelians. First thing, I wasn't worried about those bees because they're very gentle, and then I had my smoker there, so if I did get sting, I'd smoke the sting. They're not going to swarm me and completely just sting me to death. I have a very low reaction to the bees, so even if I get stung, it's not a big deal. Pull the stinger out, I barely even have a reaction. So Some people that have reactions to the bees, yeah, I could see them wanting to wear their veil and being a little cautious.
I always recommend, especially newbies, to wear their veil, wear their gloves, wear their suit. But it's all a matter of how you're comfortable doing it.
So that frame looks a little wonky. I had a little weird spacing here. So the frame next to this one, they drew out the comb a little further, and they didn't quite fill this one in all the way. The other side looks amazing. Got a couple drone cells in there. Now our Kiwani hive, I had some comb that was really bad, so I scraped it out today. It had some cat brood, but we're gonna go ahead and put that out for the birds to eat. We put it out on the table on the deck, and the birds just seem to help themselves. They know exactly what they're going for. And they go and pick the brood right out of the cells. Oh, we rolled a few bees there. So here we got some more resources that they're building, drawing out a little more comb. And now that's what we're running into. Some really weird stuff. That looks like a queen cell that has a larva in it. So we're gonna go ahead and kill that. I don't know if we can see that in the camera, but we got two queen cells that look like they're coming out the bottom there. Yeah, and if you look in the one, there is definitely a larva or something in there. So if you look on this whole frame, I see these cells that are facing downward. I'm going to go ahead and cut all of them out, because I don't want to take the chance. I could be wrong. They could just be
They look like peanuts.
weird cells that they're building, but the one that has the larva in it, that's scary. Yeah, you pointing at it. It's the one with the bee right on the top of it right now.
Yeah, I got a picture of it.
So I don't know exactly what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna take this cell and break it right out of here. I don't like it. They'll repair whatever damage that was there. See, there was a larva in there. So we're gonna scrape that out. I killed a little bit of other larvae that were around it, but these are all drones. So that means they're all males. I'm gonna break that one too. I don't like what they're doing with this comb here, so I'm just gonna scrape a lot of this off. These are all drones. Yeah, we should have a few drones in our nest at this time of year, but we'll probably leave these over here so they'll hatch out. But right now I'm just gonna get rid of these and take that right out of there, feed them to the birds. Right, wrong, or indifferent, I have no idea. This is just how I feel I should take care of this issue right now. When we do that, they just make a mess of the hive. So we're gonna yank that right out of there.
You're never right, wrong, or indifferent with beekeeping. Somebody's always got a different way of doing everything.
And maybe I'll take some pictures of these cells I'm finding and show them to some other people. Maybe I'll get some advice. I just squished a bee by accident. Oops. We're gonna get a little smoke on these girls, get them chased out of here. Smoker, I think, started to die on me. There we go. girls. I don't know if I should just scrape all that out or what I should do with that. Right now I feel like I should just take it away, but it's a tough one.
Alright, just take it away. It looks like kick cereal.
But I'm taking all the resources, so I'm not gonna take this away. I'm just gonna scrape a little more off. Give it some more of these bees.
Ooh, hey.
Yeah, Jenny's not wearing her veil or anything.
Smoker's working now. That tree is pathetic. We gotta get it out.
Alright, so we're gonna slide it back together just like this. Hopefully they'll repair it. We got good comb being drawn over there. Everything else seemed to look pretty good. I'm gonna pull a couple more of these frames just to make sure I don't have any more queen cells on there. I would be devastated to lose my queen. So we got nothing on there. Girls aren't even drawing out anything on these end frames yet. Do a little checkerboarding, maybe that'll help. As long as I'm not doing it to the brood area, I am fine. At least that's what I've seen on other videos. Maybe I don't want to do that. So I don't want to encourage them to keep drawing out this comb funny. So I'm going to put the drawn comb back up tight to this one that's a little weird. Make sure we don't accidentally squish our queen. Girls. I killed enough bees today, I feel, so I don't want to go and just keep killing them. I'm going to try to put them back together gently. Use a smoker to kind of get them out of my way. There we go. We got all of our frames back in. We're going to push them tight together, and then we're going to button things up for the day. I'm very happy with everything I've seen. No mites in the one. We'll check these. Probably next time we do a hive inspection, we'll do a mite inspection on this one. And then our other 3 hives, I'm going to say in 2 weeks we'll do our mite inspection.